tried a new medicine, and it was a disaster, as in a crazy bad disaster. Every muscle in my body turned into a jittery mess, and I couldn't stop shaking for 2 days. I can't dance to save my life, but I'm pretty sure I could have wowed you with some of my special dance moves that I had during that time, because I was shaking. Then when my muscles finally calmed down, they were so sore that I got a tension headache, which led to a migraine. I hate migraines. Tell me in the comments if you've ever had a bad reaction to medicine before. So the medicine didn't work for me, and now I have the entire rest of the bottle of medicine that I know I will never, ever use. So what's the proper way to throw away medicine, especially prescription medicine? Hey friend, I'm Amy on A Lolly Life, and you are a marvel, like a Marvel superhero. You have superpowers that you haven't even discovered yet. Keep pushing forward. You are strong. You're going to conquer because you aren't going to quit. Used and expired medicines are dangerous to keep around. Medicines in general are dangerous to keep around, particularly prescription medicines. But since they provide a benefit, we do our best to mitigate that risk by storing them safely and keeping them out of the reach of pets and little kids. So when they no longer offer a benefit because we've changed to a new medicine, or we're allergic to it, or it's expired and past its expiration date, we do ourselves and everyone around us a favor by getting rid of that risk and disposing of the medicine. There's one main way to dispose of old medicine. And then there's 2 less desirable but okay alternatives. The best and safest way to get rid of an old medicine is to take it to a drug take-back location. Most pharmacies and police stations have drug take-back bins. Remove or black out any personal information that was on the bottle. If you have several bottles of medicine to take back, you can put them all in a plastic bag and then drop the entire plastic bag in the bin. Now we're going to go over the 2 ways that are less desirable but okay ways to dispose of medicine. The first one is you can throw it in the trash if you follow certain rules. That's like a very big if you follow certain rules. And the first rule is that you have to like this video. Just kidding. That's not one of the rules, but it would be very nice if you did it. Before we go over the rules of what you have to do to throw medicine in the trash, I am going to tell you why we have these rules and why it is that we would follow these rules. The biggest risk to throwing away medicine in the trash is that it could be found and used by someone else. That would include things like kids, pets, teenagers, someone going through your trash on the curb or at the dump. If you have a need to throw drugs in the trash, then you have a responsibility to make sure that no one finds and uses those medicines, whether on purpose or by accident. Let's talk about someone taking them on purpose. You can help get rid of that risk by mixing the drugs with something undesirable, like soap or dirt or kitty litter. You need to remove the medicine from its original container and put it in a zipper baggie and put it with something undesirable. Your soap or kitty litter or mud or whatever it is that you happen to put in there with it. You kind of mix it up and then you make sure that it's zipped real well and you throw it away. By mixing the medicine with something yucky, the medicine is a whole lot less likely to be found and misused. However, if you have pets or little people in your home, then you need to think about the idea that somebody might find and misuse it on accident. And in that case, just mixing it with something undesirable does not mean that it won't be found and used on accident. When you put the zipper bag of medicine that's been mixed up with something yucky in the trash, you need to make sure that nobody gets in the trash. You could immediately take the trash bag and take it out to the outside trash bin. A final note about putting medicine in the trash. You should not do this if you burn your trash. I don't care if you mix it with soap or mud or whatever else. If you burn your trash, you should not be putting your medicine in the trash. The second way that you can get rid of medicine that is less desirable but okay if you follow certain rules is flushing it down the toilet. Again, if you follow certain rules. Not all medicines can be safely flushed. And our local water treatment plant asks us not to do this because it contaminates the water and makes it difficult to clean. And that's the water that you're going to be using and drinking and cooking with. If you can find an alternative to flushing medicine down the toilet, then that's advised. But Before you flush any medicine down the toilet, you need to go to the U.S. Drug and Food Administration's website and find out if it is on the flush list. The website is fda.gov/drug disposal. If the medicine you need to dispose of is on the flush list, then you can flush it down the toilet. If it's not, don't flush it, because you'll contaminate your local water supply. They can't clean some of that stuff out of the system. Do not flush the bottle or any of the packaging down the toilet because it will just clog up your toilet. It's a bad idea. Also, if you have a septic system, you probably don't want to flush any of the medicines down your toilet, whether it's on the flush list or not, because it very possibly will mess up your septic system. That's a very expensive repair, in case you're wondering. Very, very expensive. I have another video that details each step of what happens when you go to pick up a prescription. It's called a social story. Social stories detail each step of an activity, like picking up a prescription, getting the oil changed in your car, or maybe going through airport security. Social stories help people with autism, high social anxiety, or just have never done something like that before feel more comfortable and confident in new or stressful situations. You can watch more social stories by clicking on the playlist in the corner, and I believe in you. You've got this. And I'll see you on the next episode of A Lolly Life.